could slide in under the radar. For those of you that are real coin geeks, you may remember the Jackie Robinson $5 commemorative gold. The coin that's worth all the money is the Mint State Jackie Robinson, because everybody bought the proof. So all of a sudden the Mint State Jackie Robinson's a multiple $1,000 coin because the Mint State coin is always rare. Even in ours, we only have 324. The real ratio is about 4 to 1. So I suspect the total mintage of this coin is going to be somewhere in the neighborhood of 10,000 and 10,000. You have to understand the rarity of 10,000 coins. In the American Silver Eagle, the king of the American Silver Eagle, the 1995 W American Silver Eagle, the first West Point minted 10th anniversary American Silver Eagle. They made 31,125 of those coins. In this condition, the last one I sold here at HSN was $30,000. Okay, it had no gold in it. It had 1 ounce of silver. This has gold in it. It has 1/4 of an ounce of gold in it, by the way, and is going to have a mintage that's 3 times rarer. 3 times rarer than the 1995 W. And it's, like I said, Apollo, 11th, 50th anniversary, first day of issue, exclusive to us, HSN, all of that stuff. So collectability is rampant with that. Collectability rampant. There.
And I want to break that down again. The proof item number was 659649. The one for this one is the 659687. We have so many, we can only show so much in 2 hours.
Well, just, can we run down through there? So there's all our annex coins. Just keep going, guys, because we got lots of Apollo choices.
There we go.
Keep going down. There's the 5-ounce moon core I was telling you about right there. See the big 5-ounce moon core? We have moon core, and those moon core, NGC moon cores with the flag label, exclusive to me. I'm the only one that has moon core flag label. So we've got those. Those are in stock. So I've got moon core flag label, I've got 5-ounce, I've got gold, I've got moon core, I've got annex. We've got it all, is what we've got on this. Tremendous opportunity for you.
Look at that. HSN, scroll. Love all.